Hello and welcome to this week's video. Now this week I've got something very different for you. No workshop, no bike building, just bike riding. But I'm not even going to be riding my own motorcycles. So I recently went up to Iwade Speedway track, not to do any speedway, but to try my hand at flat tracking. So this is a taster day run by Dirtcraft UK. Gary Birtwistle is the man who kind of trains you up, shows you the ropes, and it's also run in conjunction with Royal Enfield. So I was riding Royal Enfield Himalayans all day, but they kind of had a little bit of flat track tuning going on, and it was just really an introduction to the sport. It was absolutely brilliant. There were plenty of thrills and a couple of spills. So this week I'm going to take you through the footage I took up there and give you a little talk about my time there. So I've just arrived at the Speedway track and it is very, very warm. I've not got all my gear on yet, but yeah, it's shaping up to be a hot one. Just had a look at the bikes, they look really, really trick. Lovely exhaust system on them. I'm pretty excited, so I think we've got a little briefing and then we're going to jump on the track. It should be really, really good. First ride around the actual track on this, and my warm-up honestly was terrifying. I can't get used to not having a front brake, and this shoe feels really weird. I can't really select gears and that. This is very odd. I'm going to do my best to just get a feel for things and hopefully not come off. Instantly notice the bike is quite tame, the track terrifying, and hanging my leg over the edge like that gives me a really bad ache. So this bodes well. Stay with. So this is our instructor Gary heading out. He's a man who really knows what he's doing. You can tell from what he's saying, all the theory that he goes into. It's absolutely brilliant. But seeing him just jump on the track, you know, he hadn't been on the track all day, this is the first time, so it's really cool to see him just get out there and slide it around.
Nice and easy, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice and easy. Come on.
So by this point I kind of was feeling a little bit more confident and found a more comfortable way of sitting on the bike, and had a few things explained, and I was getting along a lot better, or at least I thought I was. It's very alien to me riding on gravel, because if you see it on the road you avoid it like the plague because it's really slippy. So riding on a slippery surface and actually trying to slip is quite an odd thing. So obviously I hadn't quite got the hang of it. I suppose you'd probably call that testing the limits. I found my limit, and what was really nice about this was there was a small amount of damage to the bike, but Gary was just super keen to get me back out on the bike again. So swap of bikes and back out there, hopefully not letting it knock my confidence too much and learning a little something from it. So this is really cool. We actually headed out with Gary on track. You'll see him slide there in front of me. And the reason he does that
is to give us something to follow in terms of body positioning. So he will slide past you and you can literally have a look and copy it.
Elbow up, yeah?
Elbow up.
To start with that forehand foot up there.
Oh,
Start there so we can
okay. So again, actually taking the time to individually pinpoint people and tell them how they can improve. This was actually one of my last sort of laps where I really was starting to feel I was getting the hang of it. Unfortunately, the SLR, we were having troubles with that camera, so ended up just getting a bit of crappy mobile phone footage, but you get the idea. These bikes made was just absolutely brilliant, all the pops and bangs. In terms of them being made more flat track appropriate, no front brake, 19-inch front and back, and also flat track tyres and a lot of stuff stripped off of them. But they were really great for learning on such a tricky sort of surface.
So that's it for this week, fairly short and sweet, but it is quite hard to keep me whizzing around a dirt oval interesting for any more than say 5 minutes. It was an absolutely brilliant time and I will be doing it again. Can't thank the guys who ran it enough, it was superb. I love theory and there was so much theory to take on, but to actually be able to apply it in the field as well was brilliant. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed that little insight to my day out, and thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next week.